There are days when life is terribly quiet. No more dreams, no more aspirations, no more faith. There's only one man left, sitting in the middle of the old room, looking through the twisted, iron door, where the lonely sun hits the gray corner. The man's name is David, 32 years old. And I believe that life has abandoned me. I had a dream to be a photographer. Travel around the world. It captures the beauty of people and life. But that dream was clouded when it came true. Viet hits you in the face. Poor parents drop out of school early to work. Living through the day with nameless jobs. In the morning, I hurried out of the damp room. I came back with a cheap bottle of wine. Drink to forget the day. I know you're alive, but not really alive. Every time I look online, I see successful people. I just sigh. They're lucky, and I was born a loser. And so I got used to blaming the situation. For society, for poverty, for heaven. I believe that life is unfair and I'm just a victim. A rainy night like a little. David sat on the porch. In front of you is an unfinished glass of wine. The sound of the rain hitting the roof. Like thousands of fingers tapping on my heart. Every beat boring. Suddenly, there was a limp. An old lottery ticket salesman stopped on his soaking porch. Hold tight to the crumpled tickets. David laughed. Fortunately, there is a place for rain. Cold but alive as goat. David grinned. Living so miserable that you still feel good, Sal. The old man looks at you, eyes without anger and pity. It's just strange. I lost my wife. I lost my children. I have nothing. Every morning I'm so grateful to see the sun. David, you have hands and feet that are young. Why are you sitting here? David is silent. In the sound of the rain falling, every word you say falls straight into your heart. Cold but permeable. Son, it's not life. Don't give me a chance. I didn't go looking for it. Already said. The old man laughed and left in the white rain. His thin shadow merged into the water curtain, leaving behind a young man sitting motionless, one who's realizing that maybe I'm the one who locked himself in the dark. That night David looked in the mirror. The dim yellow light sings to the pale face. The deep sunken eyes are clearly tired. You look at yourself as if you were a stranger. Who are you? I wonder where you've ever had a dream. In that moment a cruel truth appeared. No one makes you 7 apart from yourself. He blamed poverty, but never tried to learn more. You blame society, never stepped out of the comfort zone. I blame fate but never stood up to fight. David realized he didn't lose because of poverty. You lose because you think poverty is a reason to give up. The next morning, I wrote in my old notebook, I'll stop whining and start living. You get up early, cleaning the old room, turn off the phone, and pick up the dust camera. David, I'm working at a small photo shop in the neighborhood. Hard work, low pays wrong.
I'm the new apprentice.
But you don't complain anymore. You observe. I study at night. I take notes. I learn to correct light. Learn to see emotions through human eyes. Learn composition, learn patience. Later in the evening, I read the candle photography materials. Then manually edit each image on the old software. Day by day, David turns himself from a blamer to a doer. Just one small thing every day. Learn to take portraits today. Practice shooting in the rain tomorrow. Next week, free shooting for the poor in the neighborhood. Time flies. Things change slowly but surely. If you've ever felt stuck like David, ever wanted to give up, remember the light only appears when we dare to walk through our own darkness. And if you're listening to this story, take a second to click follow. Don't share and subscribe to channels, just to advocate. Every day, you have a little more fire to remind yourself that you can still start over. 3 years later, David opened a small photo shop without luxury signs. No neon lights. It just smells like coffee. The doorbell rings in tang, and the warm sun shines through the window. There are hundreds of pictures on the wall. The smile of the old woman picking up the newspaper, Beau's eyes. An old couple holding hands in the afternoon sun. Every picture is filled with light. The light that David never seen in my own life. They called it live after the rain. The light after the rain. Because I know if it hadn't been for the rain that year, there was no old man selling lottery tickets. I've never found myself. David's not rich. He's not famous. But you are safe. You said I thought I was a victim of fate. But it turns out, I'm just a victim of cowardice in my heart. Life is not unfair. It just reflects the way we live. I understand that. Happiness doesn't come from having something in your hand. It comes from not blaming life anymore. One afternoon at the end of the year, David stood in front of the store watching the rain fall. On the table is a cup, old coffee, and the camera that's been with me through the hard days. Smiling, he whispered, "Thank you for life, for making me suffer. It was suffering that taught me to live. It was the fall that made me stand up. And the darkest of days makes me appreciate the light today." Don't blame life. Life wasn't born to make you 7. It's just trying to see if you have the courage to move on. Not if you've ever felt like David. Don't forget to leave a comment, share this story, and click follow to not miss the journey of awakening. Next, maybe the next story is yours.